inequalities are structured on racial discrimination. So whether you're talking about research, whether you're talking about culturally tailored programs, it's all got to start from a place of respect. We can't just be talking amongst ourselves as a talking shop. We've actually got to engage decision makers, go out there and make a difference. My name's Dr. Joan St John. I'm a doctor who specialises in diabetes. I was one of the co-authors of Carbs and World Foods and one of the first Diabetes UK clinical champions. I really believe in working towards addressing health inequalities, particularly in diabetes. I think today's event, as an inaugural event, because I hope it's going to be an event that's repeated at least every year, is magnificent. It's wonderful that we've been able to bring together so many fantastic and stellar speakers with great information, expertise, sharing insights, sharing knowledge, and also participation from all the attendees as well. It's been emotional to actually see it apparent today, but it also feels great because it feels like we're moving forward and we're doing something to address health inequalities. Many takeaways that we may already know, things like acknowledging, respecting, giving due resonance to the historical legacy, acknowledging, respecting that people may be coming from a place where they've experienced discrimination, where they've experienced unequal treatments, and then collaborating with people, sharing, engaging and working with people to address those health inequalities. So whether you're talking about research, whether you're talking about culturally tailored programs, it's all got to start from a place of respect. It's got to start with sharing information. It's got to start with working together. Well, I think what we can all do to reduce inequalities is, first of all, raise awareness. That is something that we always have to do. Raising awareness through conferences like this, where you'll get some insight and get some knowledge about health inequalities, which you may not have been aware of before. And I think it's important that we then engage the decision makers. So we can't just be talking amongst ourselves as a talking shop. We've actually got to engage decision makers, go out there and make a difference, working with them as well as working with communities. So I think the link between inequalities, racial discrimination and diabetes is that health inequalities did not arise de novo. They did not arise out of a vacuum. They arose out of a landscape of inequalities, and those inequalities are structured on racial discrimination. So health inequalities, particularly with regards to diabetes, are arising in this landscape of racial discrimination. And if we don't acknowledge that and don't address that, then we won't be able to get very far in terms of tackling health inequalities in people living with diabetes.